How are we doing, guys? This podcast is a little bit late. I can only apologise on my behalf, but
That's all right.
yeah,
Mate, it's been a busy day for you.
yeah, we've been busy. We'll start off with a bit of cricket chat, as we like to do on this podcast. T20 this week coming up. Friday we got Lancs, which, and then Sunday we got Worcestershire.
Yeah, that's gonna. We're not playing so well at the moment, but you're doing well.
Well, to be fair, did you see it today? One of your batsmen scored 200 plus runs. And this is how bad it is. Grandad took him out of his fantasy team.
It's mad, isn't it?
So he was spitting feathers at like 6 o'clock tonight. But
The way Worcester have been performing, they've been absolutely awful, haven't they?
they have. They have, mate. And you got to. Well, you're not doing very well in the county championship, that's for sure.
Definitely not. I mean, as I say, you have been performing well, haven't you guys?
Yeah, we struggled today with the ball, but like I still believe our boys, if they set over 400, we can do like we did last week. Just do what we did last week and just bat them out. By the way, I am playing cricket tomorrow.
You're looking forward to it, mate.
Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing, mate. Can't wait.
Yeah, I bet you'll have plenty of drink with you tomorrow because it is going to be a scorcher.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try and look for this new Nando Norris Monster Energy drink. What's out? So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. But we're here to chat Speedway, Samuel. As always, the Grand Prix chat will be happening in a minute.
Yeah, me and Kieran at the moment with Speedway. I think we're nearly up to here, aren't we, with it?
Go on, Samuel. Tell everyone what you told me. Not about our mate Nigel, but what you said about the sport over here.
Oh, yeah, we've both said, haven't we? We've said that it's really, the sport is dying over here. There's so many clubs closing. There's not been so many, there has been some decent racing in some meetings, and also the crowds as well.
Yeah, crowds have not been great this year. Like you look at, I was looking on Facebook last week, and apparently the Bellevue meeting last week there was hardly anyone there.
It was awful, mate, wasn't it? I mean, when I went to the British final, when I went and you stopped on the telly, you just couldn't believe how full the crowd was.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing on TV, mate, to be quite frank.
It was just like that, and I'm like, what on earth, Even I thought myself, there's not a lot of fans, there's not a lot of people here. I mean, look at the crowds, it's terrible. As I say now, especially Birmingham, the crowds there have been absolutely awful this year.
Have to agree with you there. Like I was at a meeting, was it 5 weeks or 6 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think
about that. And we were there and for that TV meeting, and it was quite dead, weren't it?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't great, mate.
The pitch was empty. Yeah, not great. Not great. Do you have a bit of news? Workington have been suspended.
I couldn't believe when I saw it the other day.
So we moan in this country when rain-offs happen, and then you get a team. Well, I haven't read the full thing, so there must be something wrong with their track. I don't know what, because I haven't read it.
There's definitely a problem at Workington at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, when I looked at it, I bet you thought as well, what on earth is happening to the sport?
I even messaged you, didn't I? Going, what the fuck is this?
I bet you just couldn't believe your eyes when you saw it.
I thought, what on earth is going on?
What has happened to the sport altogether, eh, mate?
Yeah, just mad. Right, premiership wise, where would you? Should we start KO Cup?
Who've been riding lately?
We had Sheffield against Leicester on Thursday. We'll start off with that one.
And then there was another one. Was it? Oh, it was Oxford and Birmingham, was it?
Yeah, and then we'll get on to Ipswich against Leicester because I want to have a rant.
A rant, right. So shall we start with Sheffield and Leicester?
Yeah.
Right. I believe that was a Leicester win, wasn't it?
On Agnet as well.
Sheffield lost at home.
And certain managers spit his toys out the pram, everyone.
Yeah, that was Simon Stead, wasn't it?
Correct.
He really doesn't like it when his riders don't perform like that, you know. He didn't know when
He looked very beaten.
he was furious, wasn't
Yeah, you can tell by that interview. But I have my doubts over this Sheffield side. And I have done since, obviously, TW got injured. They'll make the playoffs. I don't think they'll win it. I'll be surprised if they do.
They're very weak this year, aren't they?
Yeah.
They haven't been performing as well as they might want to. But as I say, obviously with the whole Wolfenden thing, I don't know if that's played a part in it. But they've had a bit of a frustrating year, haven't they, Sheffield?
Yeah, very. Yeah, not the best for them, and I don't see it getting any better.
Definitely not. I mean, Leicester are performing well now, aren't they?
Yeah, Leicester performed well, and let's have it right. They deserve to go through over the two legs. And yeah, that was that. And then we get over to Sandy Lane, and what on earth happened there, Samuel, with your lot? I'm just gonna put my feet up.
Oxford and Birmingham. It was 62-28. What result was that?
Oh, you know what? Sod it. I'll say it for you. What the fuck was that?
I mean, didn't most of their riders they got a couple of 5-1s, didn't they?
Yeah.
And apparently Paco Castagna and Ben Barker were the only two riders in the whole Birmingham team were actually giving it their all.
Do we look at Birmingham and do we think there's a mentality problem in that side?
This is the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is probably what everybody wants to find out.
Because I'm looking at that Birmingham side, and it's not great.
No.
And it hasn't been since Nigel Toddy took over.
Yeah. He's, before we had David Mason, He used to be a rider. They had David Mason before as the CEO, but he didn't ride. He did well. But since Nigel Tolley joined,
Yeah, it's just gone pear-shaped.
this is it. It's just gone pear-shaped. But when David Mason was there, he was a lot better than Nigel Tolley. That Nigel Tolley is.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, since he's joined, he's just put a lot of rubbish sides together.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows what he's doing. I think that's probably one thing. But what he really needs to do is that he needs to get out there and apologise. Well, I don't know more than apologise. Just explain why he's been saying all these things, and they just need better stuff because the track, well, for one thing, the track's been absolutely dreadful. It's basically right. Even some of the riders have said it's like riding on concrete.
You know what we should do? Next time I'm in Birmingham, me and you should go up to a few of the Birmingham riders and ask them, do you like riding the track?
And we can find out, can't we?
I can already tell you what the answer will be.
I mean, another decent rider who's been well for Birmingham this year is Matty Zagar.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been up and down, but he's been decent. But Tobias Michalak's been.
Toby.
Yeah, he's been improving a little bit, but the beginning of the season he's really struggled to get going. Keenan Roo's been inconsistent.
Yeah.
I've been quite disappointed about him this year because I thought he'd improve again.
Yeah, maybe.
This year he's gone backwards.
You look at...
Yeah.
Just to wrap it up, because we've got so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Keenan Roo obviously got released by Ipswich last year. And I thought it'd kick on. I really did.
Yeah.
But maybe the Birmingham track don't suit his style.
This is true. You might be right there.
Maybe. But we had a meeting on Monday. I'll get to the rant in a minute.
Ipswich against Leicester.
Right, let's be honest. After Heat 7, that meeting was finished. Leicester did not turn up. They got outgated. Weren't making starts. I'll give them one thing. At least they made it respectable.
Frick rode well the rest of the meeting, didn't he, for them, Max Frick?
Frick was excellent.
He's been doing well lately, hasn't he?
Yeah. And yeah, I look at it and I thought Dougie did alright. But Sam Masters, you had an absolute nightmare, mate.
I did feel for him that night. He just did not get going at all, did he?
Just didn't get going, and look, I know I don't like him. I know I give him a lot of shit on this podcast. But I thought Jason Doyle rode really well. Considering he's got that injury.
He did really well, didn't he? I bet you thought, even though you've never not been a big fan of his, but you thought fair play to him.
Yeah, thought Brennan rode well.
Yeah, Brennan did well. Brennan, he struggled, hasn't he, for him this year, but he did ride well. Who else did you? Did you Danny King?
Yeah.
Adam Ellis.
Thought the whole Ipswich team rode well.
That pass with Emil Syth moving on. last second.
Even my mum heard me and she was like, just wow. Because I went mental. When he did the overtake, I went absolute nuts.
You thought that was fantastic. That's a classic ML Seifooding off.
Classic Seifooding off at Vauxhall, ladies and gentlemen.
On his day, everyone knows what he's capable of.
Yeah.
And he just came from no. He must have got in the dirt. He must have picked
Kyle Howarth must have thought, what the flipping hell have I just done?
What have I just done to let him come through?
Because
Emil, wow.
It was just mental. Right, what on earth happened in Heat 3? Right, here we go. The rant has started, everyone.
Was it Heat 3 or Heat 4?
Heat 4, sorry.
Is that when riders were obviously at the tapes, but you could see they weren't ready, and the tapes went up too early, and Doyle just went, bye-bye, I'm off.
And then... Keep it calm, Kieran. You had the TV going, oh, do we think they're chatting about their Sunday lunches? Stick to your job, what you get paid to do. It's not difficult.
Get on with it.
Just chat. Speedway, that's what you're there to do. Not chat about the bloody Sunday lunch. Oh, did we have Yorkshire puddings?
Or did you have stuffing, roast potatoes?
Oh my God.
It was a Monday night.
Exactly.
Honestly, I mean, to be fair, I think Scott Nichols did well in there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, fair play to Abby Stevens as well.
Yeah, she did alright.
But I bet they get paid a lot of money. But as I say, just stick to your job. Don't worry about. You can talk about roast dinners after the meeting.
You can talk it off camera.
No, I mean everybody's in that.
Oh my God.
Nigel Pearson come back.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. But I mean, Heat 4, you could see that the riders weren't ready.
I think everyone could see it. Like TV, and if you're there at Vauxhall, you could see it. But they just weren't ready, and yeah.
And they just put the tapes up way too early.
Yeah. Another referee in shambles.
Refereeing, I'll tell you that woman referee, she was in this week's.
Right, you've teed it up nicely. Obviously, just quickly, Bellevue, I'm not going to repeat the scorers, but Bellevue did only just beat Kingsland by 6 points. But yeah, Samuel, you teased it up lovely. We've got another Grand Prix to look forward to. Yay!
Yeah. The next one. Are we talking about the next one? Or
Yeah, we're talking about Melilla.
Yeah, Melilla in Sweden, isn't it? The next one. So Kim Nilsson's the wild card.
Yeah.
And he was a Grand Prix rider a couple of years ago.
I'll be intrigued to see what the weather forecast is going to be doing. Because last year, do you remember last year's one? Bucketed it down with rain, didn't it?
Absolutely tipped it down this year. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Will be. I'm actually looking forward to this one this weekend.
It's quite good there, isn't it?
Oh, even when the track's wet, it's still good.
Yeah.
We don't say that about any other tracks.
At least one.
But yeah.
It'll be very interesting, mate, won't it?
There's a few riders who need a big Grand Prix.
I think we can
Go on then.
Lambert.
Correct.
Robert Lambert, definitely. Who else did who else?
If Vashilik's fit,
Hulkenberg.
yeah.
Um,
I haven't got an issue with Jason Doyle because I think he'll get going.
do you reckon?
I think he'll get going.
Well, I don't think we'll mention Kurtz because look at the way he's going at the minute.
Oh, he's through, mate. He's through into the next year's series already for me.
He's through. So quick.
But I mean, you look at the top. You got Sparslik, Kurtz, Lindgren, Bewley, Holder. To be fair, it's quite close between that final spot.
Definitely.
You got Frick, Lebedev, and then Lambert's 9 points behind Frick. So doesn't really want to be playing too much catch up to Lambert.
Yeah, Lambert's very inconsistent at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, at best.
On his day, everyone knows what Lambert can do on his day.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I tell you, in Gorzov, he was dreadful, wasn't
Yeah, he was horrendous.
he? Really bad. I mean, it must have been frustrating.
I've already got my top three. You ready?
I'm ready for Manila.
Yeah.
Go on, mate.
Kurtz 1. Lindgren 2. Smarslik 3.
Ooh. Right, I'm going to go for Kurtz 1,
Yeah.
Smarslik 2,
Yeah.
and Bewley 3.
Oh, he's going. Oh, bit of Dan.
Bewley.
Bit of beauty.
Oh, yes.
Beauty. But,
Bewley.
yeah. I think that wraps up the pod, Sam.
I think it does, mate, for this one.
Yeah, until
The next one.
be next Sunday again.
Yeah, next Sunday.
When we know Northants are going to beat the Worcestershire Rapids.
We shall see, mate.
Yeah, we should see.
It's gonna be a rivalry here.
It's going to be interesting. Right, I've been Kieran, that's been Man Samuel. See you lot later, guys. Out of here.